Confidence means to be sure of what's going to happen next. And you can't be. Now, let's say you're a guy who wants to meet some people, you want to meet some women, right? You do, let's face it. That's why you followed me in the first place. That's why you joined my groups or followed me on Facebook. Because I'm a guy who talks about that. I'm a guy who helps guys with that. Now, for me, if I meet somebody and they just completely blank me, or it's just awkward and we can't really get a conversation going, you know what, that's just as much fun as when it goes amazingly well. In fact, I think that the fear that I had before I learned how to let go of the anxiety that I had was about, like, what if it goes well and then I have to keep showing up? Then I've got to keep being me with this girl, and that's like, whoa, she's gonna judge me more and more, and she's gonna get to know me and see what I'm all about. So I had the initial fear of that, and then also, you know, the fear of like what they'll think of me when they first meet me. But then also, like, as the story unfolds, like, that's terrifying too. They're gonna know all about me if we continue to hang out and experience each other. So these days it's like, I love being me now, whereas before I was a little bit of ashamed. Yeah, I was a bit ashamed and embarrassed and kind of unsure, like, what will people think of me, because I'm unique and I'm the only one like this. I've not met anyone else like me, and therefore I'm possibly too different, I used to think. Now I understand that, like, it's all good. It's all good. And the best people you'll meet in your life, your favorite people you'll meet in your life, the ones who aren't conforming to something, the ones who aren't trying to come across in a certain way to please you. Instead, they're doing their own thing. That plus their own thing is aligned with, like, being a positive, loving, peaceful, like, sexual person. I don't mean like a raving sex maniac where they're trying to hump your leg and all of this, but somebody who's comfortable with their sexuality, somebody who you know where you stand with, someone who you know you can trust because they're upfront about everything, even when they're up to no good, when they're being a little bit naughty. So confidence, if that's your excuse for not speaking to people, a lack of confidence, if that's an excuse for not introducing yourself to people and putting yourself out there, well, if you're gonna wait until you are confident, you'll wait forever, because you cannot be confident. Confident basically means to know what's going to happen next, because that's what the human brain does. It doesn't like unfamiliar things. It doesn't like unfamiliar situations. It kind of needs a predictable A to B to C and all that. It ain't going to happen. So you have to basically love what's going to happen next, no matter what it's going to be, whatever it turns out to be. Just love it first. Bring love to the situation, because it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's going to be awesome, sometimes it's not. But if your intention is to try and get these people to do something for your pleasure, then you'll have extra anxiety. You know, you're not a psychopath. You're not like a cold approach pickup artist who's just trying to get some ass. You know, you're showing up in this world as a person, and you're joining in. You're not sitting on the bank of the lake like with a fishing rod trying to get a little bit of something. You're diving in and you're joining us, joining the people, being a people person. It's fucking terrifying at first, sure, but when you actually come and join us and you're kind of open and warm and welcoming and all of that, we're gonna be just like that with you. So go first, show people how you want to be treated by treating them in the way that you want to be treated yourself. And you can be confident about that. It's pretty predictable that when you introduce yourself with warmth and curiosity, being the explorer rather than the trying to get some love thing, or being preoccupied with what their judgment of you might be, well, you know the difference. Anyway, I'm David T. Thanks for watching.